Hello everybody, ici Eliamash pour le deuxième épisode de Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. Et aujourd'hui nous allons continuer à la campagne où nous nous étions arrêtés, c'est-à-dire après avoir détruit le robot géant de la confrérie. Et voilà, c'est parti.
This paladin thinks he is humanity's last hope, just like all those who came before him.
Par contre la musique est sublime de ce jeu. C'est parti. C'est combat de boss. Raté. Aïe, touché. Pad. Non, toi tu m'auras pas. Et où? Qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Qu'est-ce que quoi? What? Ça fait devenir son arme un boomerang. Aouh. M'a touché une fois. Aïe. Aouh. Il est plus fort que ce que je ne pensais. Raté. Raté encore une fois. Tu es beaucoup trop lent, ton armure te pénalise. Vous pouvez briser la défense du paladin avec un coup puissant. Boum. Raté. Ah, je m'appuie sur le mauvais bouton. Ah, voilà. Touché, 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 pas touché, touché. Aouh. Ah, ouais. Non. Raté. Ça sert à rien ce que tu fais. Ça sert plus à quelque chose. Vas-y, lance. Ouh, raté. Aouh, il me touche quand je suis trop près en plus. Aouh. Ça commence à bien faire là. Reviens ici. Reviens ici. Oh. Ouais, si tu le dis. Allez. Non, il s'est envolé. Je sais pas où il est là-bas. Raté. Raté. Encore raté. 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 Tu es nul.
The stench of your soul is disgusting.
Ouh, purée. Pas mal là, mais tu m'as encore une fois raté. Qu'est-ce que t'as essayé de faire là? Mon heure est venue, mon cher ami. Oh, mais arrête de... C'est pas possible. Mon heure est venue. Aouh. Encore un dernier coup. Prosterne-toi devant moi. Oh non, une croix. Mon pire ennemi.
Christus regnat. Christus ab omni malo te defendat. Maledictiet excommunicati daemones. In virtute storum factorum Dei
I was
nomi.
like you once. But your god showed me another path.
Messias, Emmanuel, Soter, Sabaoth, Agios, Inkyros, Athanatos, Jehovah, Adonai.
En fait, non, j'en ai rien à faire des croix.
The power of your god cannot destroy me, because I am his chosen one.
Et ab omni locuit.
Ubi fuerunt haec nomina et digna Dei, praecipimus vobis, at queligamus vos ut non habeatus.
Waouh.
Potestatem per pestem nec per aliquod, quod eamque maleficium nocere incantationem neque in anima nec in corpore.
Sérieux? Ça c'est de l'explosion, dis donc. Ah ouais. Dans un monde de désolation, où le mal règne partout, un seul héros pourra triompher du vampire Dracula. Mais ce héros n'existe pas. C'est sympa de jouer le méchant pour une fois en fait dans un jeu. Et... Mais qui est-ce ? Nous ne le saurons pas. Bon bah tant pis.
In ages long past, there was once a warrior who was both noble and brave beyond all measure. His deeds of heroism and skill in combat were legend. His name was whispered within the hallowed halls of men for countless generations. Yet now his name is lost. Lost in the mists of time. Forever. It is said that destiny delights in the misfortunes of men, and so it proved true for Gabriel Belmont. For even after defeating the Lords of Shadow and ending their reign of terror, his soul was consumed by the very darkness that he sought to destroy.
Alors, l'histoire qu'ils sont en train de raconter là, c'est Castlevania le premier Lords of Shadow. Hein. Donc suivez bien si vous voulez comprendre l'histoire.
As that ancient prophecy foretold, whomsoever defeats the Lords of Shadow will sit upon their throne to rule as the Prince of Darkness. But before fate had played its hand, and unknown to Gabriel, his beloved wife Marie conceived a son by him. The Brotherhood of Light warned her of that ancient prophecy and the terrible fate which lay before her husband. So, with heavy heart, she concealed her pregnancy. For it is written that only the blood of that lineage has the power to defeat the Prince of Darkness. Thus, when newly born, the child Trevor was hidden from his father and raised a holy warrior of the Brotherhood in secret, so that one day he would be ready to stand against his own blood, as foretold. That day would come, some 25 years later, for what had once been Gabriel Belmont was now a powerful vampire known as Dracula, the Dragon. The Brotherhood of Light fought against the onslaught of his dark armies, which laid waste to towns and villages across the land, but to little avail. Trevor was now fully grown to manhood, and the truth of his origin and destiny of the Belmont clan was finally revealed to him. So he set out to confront his father and end his family's shame forever. But Trevor failed and was mortally wounded in the confrontation with his father. He was no match for Dracula's terrible power. Yet, as he lay dying, Trevor finally revealed his true identity. Dracula was driven mad with grief and rage over the revelation. he desperately sought to save his dying son by giving him his own lifeblood. But it was too late, or so he thought. Dracula buried his son within the walls of his great castle, and then swore bloody vengeance upon the world. Raising an army of creatures beholden only to him, he struck with fury and merciless cruelty at humanity. He vowed to hunt God's children for all eternity. But fate still had one last card to play. Dracula's blood had power, and that power now coursed through the veins of his dead son, slowly reviving him over many years, until one night he emerged once more into the world, not as a man, but as a creature like his father. What had once been Trevor Belmont was now gone forever. He was now a vampire like his father. Though he swore that he would not be like him, he would take the name Alucard. He would be a force for good, opposing his father's capacity for evil. In that very moment, Alucard swore to destroy Dracula. But fate had something else in mind. Meanwhile, Trevor's own son grew into a fearsome warrior with a reputation that far exceeded even that of his illustrious father. Simon Belmont knew little of his own lineage, nor his importance in the events to come. All he knew was that his mother had died at the hands of Dracula's minions when he was but an infant, and his father had been killed in single combat with Dracula. Found and raised by the people of White Mountains, Simon had but one purpose in life: to destroy Dracula for the murder of his parents. After years of training in the arts of war, Simon set off for Dracula's castle and a date with destiny. Once in the castle, Simon met Alucard, and knowing little of the true identity of his companion, joined forces with him. Blood bound them together, and fate took a hand once again, as finally they met their dreaded foe in mortal combat. Simon defeated Dracula with his whip, and yet Alucard sensed that all was not as it should be. Dracula would return.
Pas mal. Si vous n'avez rien compris, dites-le dans les commentaires, je vous réexpliquerai dans le prochain épisode. Serait-ce la tombe de Dracula, le seigneur des ténèbres? Screamer, pas Screamer? Oui, non, peut-être. Non. C'est ça, il a bien mal vieilli, Dracula. C'est devenu Papy Dracu. Robert Carlyle. Patrick Stewart. Natasha McElhone. Ah, c'est les producteurs en fait, merde. Richard Madden.
An unusual hiding place for the Prince of Darkness. Don't you think?
Zobek. Where have you been all this time?
And what of you? Why have you been hiding all this time?
Gabriel. Don't you dare call me that. He's Saint Dracul.
Ça, c'est ce qu'on voit à la fin du 1, les flashbacks. Et donc, qui spoil l'histoire du 2. Ou pas, mais bon.
What do you want, old friend?
Satan's acolytes are readying for his imminent return. Help me stop him. Or you and I will become his favorite pets. For all eternity.
Salut, Knivet. Ne me demandez pas pourquoi je lis leur nom. Stuart Campbell. Tiens, ça me dit quelque chose celui-là par contre. Anthony Howell. Jason Isaacs. Est-ce que je rêve ou il vient de descendre les escaliers en moins de 10 secondes? Et voilà le nouveau Dracula. Il est vieux, il est moche, il a les cheveux grisonnants et il est torse nu avec une couverture de mamie sur lui. Me dites pas que c'est ça qu'on va jouer, quoi. Si c'est ça qu'on joue, ça promet. Mais en attendant, on va s'arrêter là pour cet épisode. Ça aurait été l'épisode un peu plus court que ce que j'avais prévu. Qu'est-ce que j'ai à dire d'autre? Rien. Donc à part que cet épisode, oui, je l'ai dit, c'était un épisode avec seulement un boss et des cinématiques, mais c'est pas grave. Donc on va s'arrêter là pour aujourd'hui. Merci à tous d'avoir regardé cette vidéo. Si vous avez apprécié, n'hésitez pas à mettre un commentaire. Si vous voulez, abonnez-vous. Et mettez un pouce de la couleur que vous voulez. Salut à tous, c'était Eliamage pour l'Asie Elia Channel. Goodbye.